Good morning. Time to make the coffee. Today's flavor is gingerbread. I only have two left, this one and one other one. That was good coffee. I enjoyed that. I would definitely buy that again. And of course it was Aldi's Verissimo brand. That seems to be what I'm gravitating towards these days. But I have lots of other coffees that are different manufacturers, different brands, and they're good too. But Aldi's has really decent priced coffee too. They're not so over the top expensive, even though they've gone up too. So, well, what are you going to do? I guess you just buy less and enjoy it more. So today is going to be 38 degrees, not the warmest day. There's a real chill in the air. I didn't feel like getting out of bed this morning, but if I didn't have my dogs, I probably would have stayed in bed longer. But I don't like to go back to bed. Once I'm up, I'm up. That doesn't mean I don't, sometimes take a nap in my chair in the afternoon, but even that isn't very often. So I called the landscape people because he said, oh yeah, as soon as it thaws we can start, cutting down the trees and stuff. Well, guess what? I haven't heard back from them. What is wrong with people, especially people that are in the helping trades? They're always trying to hustle a job, and then when you want to give them a job, they end up not showing up. What is with that? So anyway, I'm going to call them again and see what's up. At least call people back and say, yeah, I can do you. No, I can't. I can't do you for another 3 weeks, whatever. Not just let people hang there. And it happens more often than not, I'm afraid. So we'll see. I was really kind of surprised that they didn't call back because they were like right there when I called them to get an estimate. So anyway, and if they don't want to do the job, all they have to do is say, no, that's not what we do. So, and then just, put an end to it. Well, anyway, we'll see what happens with that saga. I'm afraid it's going to be turning into another saga. But everything in its good time. I'm not going to get anxious about it. I mean, worst case scenario, I'll have the grandkids maybe come over and do, cut it down. So, all right, let's give the coffee a taste. Cheers. That's good. I'm going to have 2 sips. So I haven't really picked a project for today yet. I have to think about that for a little bit. I imagine it'll be sorting something else out. I'm not doing anything with my outside freezer. I got everything packed in there. And it's a chest freezer, which I'm not real crazy about, but the price was right. So eventually I'll probably either give that one to a family member and get an upright one again, or I'll just continue doing that one and just not putting so much stuff in there. So I'm definitely not going to start on my garage. I'm definitely not going to get out there. It's just still too cold, but it really needs to be done. And then I need to get more Christmas stuff out of the garage attic. I've already done that 3 or 4 times. But, every year I get rid of more things and make life a little bit more streamlined, which, I haven't really missed anything. I can't really think of any one thing that I've gotten rid of that I wish I had kept. Well, that's a good thing. All right, well, I'm going to enjoy my coffee, and I will be back and meet you at the budget book. All right, back at the budget book. So yesterday I didn't spend any money. Yay. I just stayed home and did do with what I had. So I'm still on a plan of very low food shop this month. I want to use up what I have in the freezer and refrigerator and pantry. And I do have produce. Usually when I buy produce anymore, I don't buy things like fresh broccoli and cauliflower, and every once in a while I'll buy a very small fresh cabbage. But most of the time with the cabbage, I'll buy the coleslaw mix because that already has carrots and stuff in it. So for me, that's actually a cheaper option because I don't have to keep making cabbage and cabbage and cabbage. And it's fine, you know, it works out great. So I can add that to soups, I can add it to coleslaw, I can add it to like noodles and cabbage and noodles. I can stir fry it in a stir fry. So I like to pick up just the bagged coleslaw mix. But I already have some of that. And then I'm kind of sticking to very basic produce, like potatoes, onions, carrots, and salad fixings, which would include cucumber, maybe celery. It depends. So anyway, those are kind of my plans for the food that I have, and that the produce I will replenish as I run out. But anything that is freezer ready, I'm going to try and eat that up first. I have to look and see what I have in the way of frozen vegetables out in my other freezer, because I don't have too many store-bought veggies anymore, like the broccoli, the California blend. Those I buy frozen. It just, me as cooking for a single person, that works out much better and cheaper for me rather than buying the fresh, because then I have to eat it for days before it goes bad. So this way I have it available. And frozen food, you know, they say they're picked at the peak of flavor and then they're flash frozen right away. So I don't have any concerns about that. And then of course I always have canned veggies in my stash too. So I kind of go back and forth. Canned veggies are my least favorite, except for corn. I do like canned corn. I like it better than frozen corn. But everything else, I prefer the frozen over the canned. But I did stock up on canned vegetables just for the food stash, but I need to start using those too. And you can make a very quick soup with that. Just open a couple cans, put in the broth and all, and add some chicken bouillon to it and some pasta, and you have yourself a chicken noodle soup. It's almost instant, and it's way faster than going for a fast food burger or whatever it is you like. So anyway, those are some of my strategies, and as far as food goes. So, but there are a couple things that I have to get from Walmart that I have to get those ordered. They're not food. I don't have any more votive candles. I have a ton of other candles, which I am burning, but I like to keep votive candles on hand because I can burn those for a day in the kitchen or whatever, and I'm totally out. And I'm not going to Dollar Tree. Usually I buy their votive candles, which now is 3 to a pack instead of 4, but I'm not going to Dollar Tree, so I'm going to order them at Walmart. You can get a dozen of them. No, there's more than a dozen. They are smaller than Dollar Tree's candles, but that's okay. I only need them to burn like for 8 hours while I'm in the house here, just for the ambiance. So, I need dog treats. I like to give them a specific kind of dog treats before I go somewhere. So I'm totally out of those, been out of those for a while. They have other treats, but those are the ones I like to give them. So I kind of have basic things that I buy over and over from Walmart or Mark's or Aldi's. Sometimes I go to Ollie's and I buy coffee there. My coffee I like to buy at Walmart. No, not Walmart. Aldi's and Ollie's. But everything else, I have specific things that I buy at specific places. So, all right, I will be buying that stuff today. That's why I have the W there for Walmart. And that's all I have for the budget book today. So, all right, I'll be back.
101 Ways to Simplify Your Life by Candy Paul, day number 90. Transform your relationship to money. If a person gets his attitude towards money straight, it will help straighten out almost every other area in his life. Billy Graham. Simplify complex financial matters by transforming your relationship to money. Instead of allowing money to control you, learn to see it as a force you can control. Respect money instead of fearing it. Educate yourself about money matters. Debt and interest, savings, investing, budgets, spreadsheets, taxes, and so forth. You'll make better decisions when you understand how money works. Part of choosing a simple lifestyle is learning to make better decisions concerning money. Wise use of God-given resources, including money, can help you create a more fulfilling and satisfying life. Financial Peace by Dave Ramsey covers financial basics and shows how to make money work for you instead of you working for money.
Well, this morning for brunch, I'm going to try and make a Subway dupe. I like their veggie subs. Of course, you can always put on there what you want, but I have some Aldi's cheese here. I'm going to use some of the cheddar. I have some vegan ham here. You can use whatever ham you have. If you eat meat, you can eat regular ham. I have a hoagie bun that I got at the outlet. It's one of those oops buns where they make too many. I have some cucumber and some lettuce that I cut up. Now normally I would put a tomato on there, and I do have some onion I'm going to cut up too, some sweet onion. And then I'm going to toast this with the cheese, and I'm going to put some dressing on, salt and pepper. That's what I usually put on my Subway veggie sandwiches, and I also put olives on there. And usually I put some peppers and things, but I don't have any fresh peppers, so I'm just going to make do with what I have. And I think it'll be delicious either way. So, all right, let me put this together, and I'll be back. Well, here's my brunch for today. Now, normally if I'm at Subway, of course, I don't put ham on it, but since I have it, I'm putting the vegan ham on there. The cheese is melted under here, and I'm going to put two types of dressing. First, I'm going to put some of the Gerard's on, and then some ranch. That's the way I like it. And I put salt and pepper on here already. And then I cut up a little bit extra olives and onions because tonight I want to use up some of that Alfredo sauce, and I think I'm going to make pizza with one of the hoagie rolls. So that should be good. All right, well, there's brunch for today. Well, some of you were asking to see my coffee collection of different K-Cups. Now in here, I've already put a lot of the K-Cups into my drawers. But in here, this is kind of what's left. And I buy most of this at Ollie's. And I had bought 2 big packages. One of them was $20 and the other one was, I don't know, they were both around $20. The one for $20 is the one that they always have, and that has coconut crumble, toasted hazelnut, pecan pie, salted caramel, and I think that might be it. But anyway, it comes with 80 K-Cups, which is a great deal for $20. And then I bought their holiday package as well, which was smaller. I can't remember how many coffees were in there, but they had Holiday Delight in there, and I think vanilla something. I don't remember. But anyway, I think it only had, I can't remember how many it had, but I got a lot of coffee. Plus that, I bought coffee from Ollie's, not Ollie's, from Aldi's, when they had different flavors that I wanted to try. So this is the brand from Ollie's. It's Donut Cafe. And the pecan pie is good. It's not my favorite, but it's really good. I will definitely drink it. And then this one came from the holiday packet, and then this one again came from the large regular one. So Donut Cafe, I like it. It's not a real strong coffee, but it's tasty. So let me take you over here to my coffee drawers, and I just refilled these 2. This is all toasted hazelnut, and this is actually my favorite from that box, and it's coconut crumble. So I found a bunch of those, and these drawers were empty, so I refilled them. I really like these drawers. I got the original 2, which are on the bottom, from Target years ago, and then I got these 2 this year from Amazon. So let me just show you real quick. In here I have, of course, my favorite, chocolate raspberry from Barissimo. And then I got these online, decaf blueberry cinnamon crumble. It's okay. I don't know if I'd buy it again. It's not a real strong tasting coffee. But I wanted to try it because it's decaf, and really that's what I should drink, but I don't. In here, my grandson really likes the peppermint mocha, and I think that was also in the holiday pack. I buy him these from Mark's. They're reasonably inexpensive. The Entenmann's vanilla, he likes those. In here I have a variety of different ones. The gingerbread that I got from Barissimo. More coconut crumble. These are Boston's Best chocolate raspberry. Not nearly as good as the Aldi's. But that's all I have left of the chocolate raspberry. So then in this drawer, I just have more pecan pie. Vanilla caramel came in the holiday one. More Entenmann's salted caramel, that came in the big box. Already showed you these 2 drawers. Here we have more coconut crumble. Oh, I showed you those. Showed you this one. Showed you, no, didn't show you this one. These are kind of odds and ends I have left. Wild Mountain Blueberry by Green Mountain. It's pretty good. Apple Crisp, I bought that a long time ago. My daughter likes that one. She usually has that when she comes. And Cinnamon Stick. It's not very cinnamony, but it's fine. I'm drinking it up. That's all that's left from those, and those were from Mark's. And down here I just have the same, except this is from Aldi's, the coconut, chocolate coconut. It's pretty good. So I've got that down there. And then here I have, this was also from Barissimo, coconut rum. I don't really taste any rum in there. Their white chocolate was very good. I like that one. I think that might be the last one. And last but not least, another drawer of Donut Cafe coffee. And then back here I have, for iced tea, half and half, black tea and lemonade. I've had those in there a long time. I don't drink lemonade too often because it irritates my esophagus. But anyway, those are all my coffees, at least the K-cups. And that's how I organize and store them. The excess goes in the other basket. And I just refill the drawers as I empty them. So there we go. Well, this morning I'm having a second cup of coffee, which I usually don't do. This is toasted hazelnut, and I put the oat milk creamer in it this time. But the toasted hazelnut is really good with the chocolate caramel too. So cheers. So I went on Walmart's website and I ordered a couple of not food things, just other things that I wanted. So I'm waiting for those to come, and if it comes in time, I'll show you what I got. It wasn't much. It came to like $36. But I have this notebook that I've had for years, and I kind of do sections in the front, and then I have other sections that I start from the back and go forward with other things in it. So I came across this morning, and I thought I'd share it with you. And these are some of the things that you can do in 15 minutes or less instead of going out and shopping. So let me go through my list, and I would highly recommend that you make your own list of things that make sense to you, that you know you can do in 15 minutes. And when you don't know what to do with yourself, you can use this as a resource. I love to write things down. I'm always making plans and writing them down, and sometimes I'll put the notebook away and then I come across it again in, at another time, and then it's like, oh yeah, that's what I wanted to do. So anyway, let me just run through this list so this video doesn't get too long. So some of the basic things that I can do is vacuum downstairs or upstairs. I can water my plants. And somebody was asking about my house plants, how I take care of them, and what I do. Honestly, I don't do anything special. I water them maybe once a week, once every 10 days, and I water them thoroughly. And every now and then I'll give them a little bit of liquid fertilizer in there, and it's just Miracle Grow, but there's no schedule for that either. I'm very lax with my plants. If I look at them and I think, oh yeah, they need some water, then I'll water, but I don't have a specific schedule that I water them with. And then I just clean them up when the leaves fall off, and I'm all done. That's all I do to my house plants. And as they're dying off, which doesn't happen too often, I'm just not replacing them. I still want to keep plants, but if I had less plants, I'd be okay with that too. Like some of my orchids have died away. I have 4 mini orchids. They're in the little pots. Those are upstairs. And then I have, I think, 4 just regular orchids. And they do bloom once in a while, not that often. So anyway, I can water my plants when I think about it. I can vacuum the furniture. I can do the dishes, clean a bathroom, declutter the kitchen table, clean up dog poop in the yard. I can dust one room, fold a load of laundry. I can do some stretches, purge and organize one drawer, declutter the dining room table, read a magazine, talk to a friend on the phone, make a home-cooked meal in the crock pot, work on my YouTube video for the day, pay bills, polish my nails. I can make some paper beads out of old magazines. They're really easy to make. Lots of tutorials online about those. I have the stuff to make them, but you really don't even need any special equipment. You need glue, magazine strips, some sort of a skewer to wrap the paper around, and I've made them before. I don't make them very often, but they're kind of fun to do, and it's a good way to use up your old magazines that you would just throw away anyway. I could string a necklace either with the paper beads I just made, or I have a ton of beads. I can take apart my old jewelry and restring that and make some new jewelry. I can meditate. I can write in my journal. In the spring and summer, in fall, I can enjoy my garden. Just go out there and hang out. I can take a break and relax, have a cup of tea, have a cup of coffee. I can read the Bible daily. I have that one day where you read the one section a day. I can do that. Or I could go for a walk. And there's tons of other things that I could do. And sometimes when you take 15 minutes to do something, it kind of snowballs. You kind of get in a groove, and it's like, yeah, I can do a little more of this and a little more of that. So I was watching a video on a guy that cleans houses. I can't remember now who he is, but he goes in and he cleans really dirty, nasty houses, and he makes videos of it. But he said to make yourself take a break, a 10-minute break every 2 hours. And he said to go ahead and do that because sometimes you can relax a little bit. Not only that, but sometimes you get more insight into what you're doing and how to proceed and what you want to do next. So that made perfect sense to me. So those are just some of the things that I do. Leave me a comment below and let me know some of the things that you do in 15 minutes or less. And like I said, sometimes it just kind of snowballs and you get in the groove, and then before you know it, you're cleaning way more, or you're doing way more, or reading way more, or walking way further than you had intended. But that's not a bad thing. So, all right, well, I'll be back. I didn't finish all my brunch this morning. Those are big sandwiches, and even when I get one from Subway, I usually only get the 6-inch. I think these are probably about 8 or 10 inches. They're like this long, and a whole one is just too much for me. So I put the other half away, and hopefully it won't be soggy. I usually don't eat lunch, especially when I'm really full, but I'll see how it turns out. So, all right, I'll be back with what I'm making for dinner and to sign off. Well, let's make some dinner with what we have. I still have a little bit of this sauce that I made the other day. It's the cottage cheese Alfredo with some tomato pesto in there, and garlic powder, onion powder, all that stuff. I have some cut up olives from this morning, a little bit of onion. I'm going to add a little bit more onion. I have this sausage that I made yesterday, I think it was. This hoagie bun and some of this garlic paste that I've had forever, and some Italian style cheese. So what I'm going to make is like a French bread pizza, but I'm only going to make 1/2 of this because I can't eat a whole one. And if I'm still hungry, I'll eat my sandwich from my brunch this afternoon. So I'm going to go ahead and put all this together, and I'll be back. All right, here's my dinner. I'm going to give this a taste, see if I did a good job or not. And I'm not very hungry. I'm still full from brunch. But so I'm just having this pizza, but you could have this with a side salad, or you can have both halves. This is plenty for me. So let's give this a taste. That's really good. Of course, you can put any sauce on there. I like to make it sometimes with just the tomato pesto is good. And top it with whatever you want. So I like to keep those hoagie buns on hand in case I want a quick pizza. So I'm going to go ahead and eat my dinner. And that's all I have for you today, my friends. So I want to wish you abundant blessings. I love you guys. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. God bless you. And I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, comment, and like. It helps my channel grow. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to share.